So, shotgunners are effectively the penultimate of everything we've talked about up until this point related to gunners. Shotgunners are actually the easiest to dodge, but they're the most impactful if you don't dodge. Now, let me actually have sounds for this. Every time you hear that, you just slide. Don't even gotta look. Look, even with 0 dodge possible, I just iframe through. And if you're wondering how suppression does against them, honestly, not very well. They're practically impossible to suppress, as you saw. So suppression is not a valid way to handle these guys. Normal, regular gunners are incredibly weak to suppression. These guys are incredibly not weak. But as you saw, even if you have literally 0.1 meter dodge distance, you can still easily iframe on the sound cue. They also die really fucking fast. Now, we both know once you start playing Maelstrom, these guys run at you in like packs of 10. So what is that like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same thing. You just hold the slide. Because as you see, it's really rare for them to cover their shots. They just kind of like to vomit everything out against you. Now, something that I do want to talk about is their damage output. It is, as you saw, really important that you dodge. Because their damage output, even from a range, is disgusting. Really, all it takes is getting clipped by 2 shotgunners to just fucking die. One from close medium range takes like 200 toughness off you, and then the next one will just down you. Or get you really close to it. So, as soon as you hear shotgunners, or realize there's shotgunners, just slide backwards away from them. Because from this distance, even if you get hit, doesn't fucking matter, who cares? Not a big deal. Shotgunners are only a threat up close, and they're only a threat up close if there's 10 of them, and they're only a threat up close if there's 10 of them, and you aren't super confident in your ability to stall them with your dodge slides. Seriously, I call this dodge tech, in honor of Street Fighter crouch teching, but seriously, I'm giving this its own video. It is so important that you know how to do this, and know how to do it effectively against every enemy. Shotgunners are basically your test for your dodge tech. How well can you do it? Because you can't just hold them down with suppression. Their damage profile is really nothing to scoff at. There's nothing interesting about it. And really, that's about it. They're pretty basic. Just make sure you maintain distance and make sure you're constantly sliding. Well, not constantly sliding. You have to hear the sound cue. Also, I think there's a visual cue as well. Yeah. That, every time you see that bright light and the sound, really just practice doing this in a match, and they'll stop being a problem.